Keep it a bop, beep it a bop. Welcome to the Generic Nation podcast.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, we reached a recent milestone.
Yes, Aaron here with Mr. Andy.
Studio G.
At Studio G.
Aaron, we just eclipsed 100,000 plays, so thank you everybody for listening.
Nope, my mom hit play a lot of times over and over again, so thank you, Mom, for
I hired her hooker
doing
to
your
do
thing.
it.
Yeah.
And that was very helpful.
Yeah, worth every dollar.
Oh, yeah. So I'm a little broke now from the hooker thing, but...
Yeah, well, we almost broke our legs tonight.
Yeah, we had some kids on bicycles riding down a fucking handicap ramp.
Yeah, we were just...
trying to run us over.
It was a really bizarre experience. Usually I'd be, like, way upset in the moment at it, but somehow... I think you kind of hit it on the head earlier, but I think I'm just so beaten down lately that I think I just allowed that inconsideration just to happen. I was just like,
yeah,
whatever. Like, I mean, like, literally these kids were cruising so fast, and we were walking into the store with our backs to it, and just got out of the way without even realizing it's not like we jumped out of the way. We just got out of the way, like, last second, and... The thing was, I didn't break the conversation I was having. I just kept having it. I didn't, like, change my tone. And I noticed. It's not like I didn't notice it happen.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until, like, a little after. I was like, that was really nuts. And how disastrous that could have been. And the fact that it's a handicap ramp. One, I think it's ultimately karma showing we shouldn't have been taking the handicap ramp. So that's the one thing, is that I always believe, like, don't take handicap ramps when you don't have a handicap. Like, enjoy
like a physical handicap.
Right.
Yeah.
Enjoy. Yeah, exactly. It's a non-mental health handicap ramp.
Yeah.
You know,
unfortunately.
So, like, those would be great. Just filled with blowjobs and nice compliments.
Fingers in your butthole, sunflowers to pick. Little merry squirrels darting back and forth.
Yeah, but the grocery store is always an interesting place to kind of observe.
Got trapped.
Yeah, it's like almost like a Seinfeld bit here, but
bottle
what's
episode.
the deal with the grocery store?
What do you do in the grocery store?
So at one point we got lost in like the greeting card aisle.
Yeah,
and we just kept walking down.
They're forcing you to buy bar mitzvah cards.
You got caught
for random children. For the black kids on the bicycles.
It was so embarrassing having to turn around because I could tell the mom with her toddler noticed the two fellas. Probably thought we were gay together. That's not embarrassing.
I don't
whatever.
Care about that.
Go ahead.
I mean,
but not
it's
that.
common.
Okay, exactly. It's whatever. Same love, Macklemore. But she probably noticed that we also got lost there. She made the turn right before the end of the aisle. Did you notice?
Yeah.
And I was wondering right before that why she made that turn. Now I know. Anyways, fast forward to our checkout lady. What did you think of Chris, our checkout girl?
She was solid.
Yeah.
I almost complimented on her tattoo. I couldn't tell if it was a lightning or not.
So if any of our listeners know out there, you can tweet at us if you know the significance of a lightning bolt near where your sideburns should be.
It was a possible lightning bolt.
It was a lightning bolt. What else would it be?
It was?
Yeah.
Because I was almost being like, I really like your lightning bolt. Because I used to have, my views have changed on neck tattoos.
That's quite an electric compliment.
Well, you look electric with that lightning
You may have
bolt.
shocked her, you could say.
She said I should probably like, thanks.
I'm just trying to lightening up the mood.
She would have been like, thanks.
Yeah, but she had like knuckle tattoos too.
Oh, she did?
What do you think about tattoos? Obviously not knuckle tattoos.
I'd never.
Are you a fan
one.
of them or not on a chick?
Not usually, but I've.
It's interesting how normalized it's become.
Yeah, no, I've intercoursed with.
Yeah, with tattooed ones.
Yeah. And I wasn't like turned off by it or anything.
No. What is what's the what
like once you're there, I don't care.
Exactly. I found that very little. I don't find piercings to be weird at this point. I don't find any.
When you're just like know that you can score, so to speak. Yeah, you're like, I don't care.
Yeah, but she hello Amber. We have Amber in studio tonight at Studio G.
But yeah,
so
tats, somebody's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, unless it's like a Confederate flag tat, unless it's on their lower back and it's like, you can come on it.
Yeah, the old tramp stamp.
And you're like, the North won, yeah! North, the Union, Lincoln, 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 and then he just come on the Confederate flag tattoo.
Freezer, by the way.
What?
Just check the freezer.
The dead body parts are in the freezer. So you know.
So yeah. Anyways, yeah.
Toast them up. They're pretty good.
Exactly. Finish it with a nice Chianti. But yeah. So we both saw Logan this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Spoiler alert. So cover your ears.
Cover your ears, Amber.
Yeah. Good timing for Amber to show up. All right.
We'll get into Logan in a sec.
Man, what a movie! First of all,
we'll get into about what a movie
right
is.
off the bat. I highly recommend it. Best superhero movie since The Dark Knight.
Yeah, and debatable.
Was it better?
I don't know, because I was in better spirits those days when Dark Knight came out.
Yeah. Okay.
So that kind of warps my perception.
So,
but I think Batman and Wolverine are the two best superhero characters.
Yeah, I've never been the biggest Wolverine fan.
Yeah.
This made me a really big Wolverine fan. I thought that Patrick Stewart was his best portrayal as Professor X.
Oh, yeah.
Easily. I think legitimately he should be getting Best Supporting Actor buzz.
Nominations for it?
Yeah, I think it may not happen because it's so early in the process.
Yeah.
But anyways, I thought first of all, this movie was so needed at this time.
Yeah.
Like, it was so needed because superhero movies have just become way formulaic, obviously. Mm-hmm. At this point. It's a big beam in the sky at the end that the good guy has to defeat. Yeah. The first movie's always his origin story, blah, blah, blah. Like, and obviously Deadpool last year bucked the trend a little bit.
It did.
By being a rated R movie. This took the rated R, obviously, in a different direction. But I think they did a good job. I thought, like, from a nerd perspective, the timeline was kind of confusing. I didn't exactly understand where it was taking place with regards to other movies.
2029.
Where does that take place compared to other X-Men movies?
It was after the one with the what was the one before Apocalypse?
Days of Future Past?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it was in, like, 79.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was it after Apocalypse?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Probably.
Okay.
I didn't see Apocalypse. Was that really good?
No, I didn't see it either, actually. I heard it was bad.
Yeah.
And it's just too bad because I like Oscar Isaac. But I really loved the girl who played X-23. I thought she was excellent.
The little girl? Mm-hmm. Oh, she was fucking awesome, man. I think that role is going to haunt her as a person for a very long time when she's older.
How so?
Because she's just, like, slaying people.
Like a little murderer?
Yeah.
You think it's any worse than, like, when they put, like, little kids in very adult movies like, well, I guess in a way it's like Leon the Professional with Natalie Portman, where she's a little assassin, but that was much more reality-based. But, like, these, like, movies where it's, like, little kids in I can't think of one specific right now, but, like, where it's very adult situations for, like, a little kid to be exposed to. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
But definitely recommend it. I thought that, I was really surprised they made it, though. Because I think a lot of people who are going, I went with a girl who was not the biggest fan of movies and only likes superhero movies and was kind of bored by this at times, she said. So it's not for everybody. It's not like your traditional superhero movie. It's much more reality-based, but, like, for her, I think for a lot of people, it really relies on the audience being a little more mature. So...
it got pretty dark.
Yeah, I mean, it gets really dark, and I mean, are we going full spoiler here?
That was one of the most. That might have been the most violent movie I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, it was really, really intense, and then spoiler alert: Wolverine dies at the end.
Yeah.
I thought it would have been almost more effective if Wolverine and X-23 died, though.
Oh, the little girl. Yeah, me too.
It would have been brutal, dude. It would have been brutal.
Well, I thought they were gonna like slaughter the kids, like they did show in Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah. I was kind of thinking it was going that direction too when they all started but I also think this opens up the possibility. There's no post-credit scene.
No,
that's crazy to me.
I think that was good that there wasn't.
Yeah,
because it was more mournful than the other ones.
Yeah, and it was. Yeah, it really. I mean, yeah, I agree with you actually, but like, really leaves you with you don't know where it's going. But I think that the trend of rated R superhero movies is here to stay. I think there's going to be quite a few rated R superhero movies.
I think so too.
I mean, they're now. This is going to be 2 for 2. This movie's going to be a huge hit.
How much money has it made so far?
I do know it was #1 at the box office this week.
Yeah.
You know,
because it came out Friday.
Came out Friday, March 3rd.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, that was excellent. So that I went to that on Friday night. That was my speed. Now, what wasn't my speed was Saturday. So Saturday starts with.
Oh, real quick before that.
Sorry.
Sitting right next to my mom and I.
Okay.
Was a fucking 6-year-old girl or a 7-year-old girl.
Yeah, that's one of the things I'm a little worried about from this because of the Wolverine movie.
That is fucking brutal,
I
man.
would be really concerned having kids or older adults.
My God, man.
People are just not used to that. Yeah.
Oh, because I was worried about seeing it myself. If I didn't already have an affinity for Hugh Jackman and the Wolverine character, I would not have gone because I'm trying to avoid violent stuff.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that I think the cumulative effect of watching those procedural crime shows and stuff, it just adds up. Body over the course of your life. And I think
so. You think it impacts your behavior?
Not behavior, just negative thought process.
Interesting. What's up, buddy?
Yeah.
Jake,
we were
the
just
neighbors in here.
We were just watching killings,
Yeah. Did this movie have that similar effect, or because you had the affinity previously?
I think the only reason I saw it was because of my affinity for Wolverine.
Yeah. I
mean, it was an awesome movie. If I was in a different headspace, I'd probably this is amazing, and I would have talked about it for hours and read reviews on it.
Yeah. So you'd say based on your where you were at and everything, you'd say Dark Knight over Logan still.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Logan was definitely second.
Yeah. I think still you can't beat Dark Knight just because you can't beat
Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah, it's the best performance I have ever seen in any movie.
I think Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, or Patrick Stewart as Professor Xavier, though, is right up there.
I heard just one last. This is a very little Easter egg about it, though. But you may have noticed Professor X had the hair. He was growing back a little bit.
Yeah,
he had a little bit of hair. In the comic books, this is a little nerd note, but whatever. In the comic books, the reason he lost his hair is because of his psychic energy and how much it was overtaking his mind that it ended up literally almost like a Play-Doh barbershop set. His hair fell out, and because in this movie it had the mental health disorder and started to be breaking down so much, it allowed his mind actually to be at rest in a way and start to grow back.
When he's taking the pills and
stuff. So that's why his hair is growing back. It's a little note.
I found it
things
really
like
relatable.
that the director did that I think is really smart. The environment that he was kept in that kept him from his powers working.
They essentially portrayed mental illness.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I definitely felt connected.
Not in an offensive way. In a movie earlier this year that actually tried to do that and wasn't obviously reality based, but similarly tried to portray it was Split with dissociative personality disorder.
Yeah.
And it was done in such a way where, there are real examples of people with personality disorders who one of their personalities has diabetes, another one of them doesn't. Literally their personality.
Yeah.
It's fucking fascinating how the mind works. The placebo effect to me is still one of the most amazing things in the world.
Yeah.
Legitimately. And
I've considered that.
I mean, there's literally been studies I've read about where it's been a cancer study where they were taking sugar pills. At the end of it, they told them they were sugar pills, and the people who were taking the sugar pills who were getting better from them said, literally, keep giving me those pills. Because I thought they were working, and they were working in some ways. It's just the mind's... Mind can be the most beneficial and most destructive piece of...
Oh, God.
Is it an organ? Yeah, it's an organ, right?
Yeah, not the kind you can come with, too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, overall, definitely check out Logan. If you're listening this far and you got spoiled the fuck out of this movie.
Do not bring your 7-year-old or however old she was.
Yeah, how was she audibly reacting during the movie? Because the girl next to me, who was 27, who's not used to that kind of violence, was like freaking out anytime the little girl got punched. She would be like, "No, that is someone's baby. You can't do that." She was like freaking out.
Yeah.
And I was like embarrassed by it, but also like I realized not everybody watches like every fucked up movie like I do, and like it's just desensitized to like violence on a screen like some people.
Well, the reason I thought that or was like, this is alright, these people have fucking claws and like superpowers. It is going to be bloody. You're not going to just like slash and then you don't see any blood.
Yeah,
like, no, their fucking arms are going to get cut off. And...
Right. That's why they always fought robots.
Yeah. Do you think that's the reason why they?
Of course. Like, you know, that's why they always fought robots. Like, you know, even going back to like the Ninja Turtle movies, like Leonardo would never use his swords. He'd always like throw them into the ceiling, like jump on them and like kick somebody. Yeah. It's like I was always a kid. I was like, you know,
do you want to see like an R-rated Turtles movie?
I think we may be heading that direction. Frankly.
Oh my god, I love that.
I think a dark reboot of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles would be fucking brilliant. Because if you remember, actually, the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, you've seen it, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah. It was pretty dark, and as a kid, it was really dark. If you go back and watch it now, it's really, really creepy though, because it's like this place where like this criminal mastermind like is holding all these 12 and 13-year-olds, training them to be foot soldiers.
Yeah.
And there's like a guy coming around at one point with a boombox who's like, "We got cigarettes." You're like, we got arcade games for you. You can go downstairs and fight with your friends.
Come down and play Road Rash.
Or you can go skateboard on our cool ramp with graffiti.
Oh yeah, they had ramps.
It was just such a weird, like Chris Hansen, like
they had everything but the sex shows.
Do you think Splinter was a pedophile?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Do you think he was fucking all those kids?
I think every single one, especially Danny.
Yeah, exactly.
Danny was getting fucked. Man.
Oh my god,
heavy duty fucked.
That's why he was stealing. He was stealing because his soul was empty.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Danny.
He was buying $20 Quaaludes so he could knock himself out. So when he was getting fucked by Shredder. You said Splinter.
That's why they call him. Splinter.
Yeah, this is the rat was fucking children. Jesus Christ.
But Shredder makes even more sense for a pedophile to be called Shredder. Sorry to any of our listeners.
This is a fucking warehouse, man.
That is
how these kids find out about it.
This is part of the rated R spin on this movie. Yeah. It's really going into the socio how he's a pedophile, and that is really why these teenage turtles actually it is synonymous. They remain in their teenage years because they're sexually abused.
Yeah.
By Shredder. Splinter didn't do it.
No, Splinter didn't diddle him.
Splinter's like a social justice warrior in this movie. Yeah. He's going to stand up for them and
he's teaching them how to defend themselves against pedophiles. But this guy's like an arch pedophile.
Yeah, he's the master pedophile.
Yeah, and he has like a scarred face and that helmet.
I think he can be loosely based on Jerry Sandusky.
Yeah, Sandusky. Sandusky trombone there.
Yeah, but so anyways, that's any other thoughts on Logan before we move on to me realizing that I'm still an old man and that I can't have fun.
I really gotta cut down on the diddle talk ratio on the podcast. my
oh my god,
is always just like. Dude, again with the diddle.
Yeah, and the thing is, it doesn't really... Not that this is a sexy podcast talk. Well, none of this is, though. So if you have an erection from this, call us. But, you know, like...
Degenerate Show.
Yeah, Degenerate Show. 1-800-DEGENERATE.
gmail.com.
Yes.
I'm going to get a landline. Just, hi, you've reached Degenerate Show.
And an answering machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a fax machine, too.
Yeah.
So...
sometimes you call and it's like... Because of the dial-up.
We have AOL. We'll get some AOL discs.
I'm in the chat room right now. I can't answer the phone.
Oh, man. What was your original AOL screen name? Do you remember it?
Spartacus AZ or something like that.
That's pretty cool.
And then the other one was Go Cubs, Go State.
No, that's
real cool, right?
Yeah.
I had two also, so I don't know why.
I had it till I was like 25.
I only had one. And it was X Factor 615. X Factor after X-Pac, the WWE wrestler who used to be married to China. That was
I
his
think
finishing
I
move.
might have had a chat handle when I was like 15 or something, and Big Pop is 69.
That wasn't taken?
No,
That's
man.
amazing.
I got on that shit.
Man. Do you remember away messages? Do you remember all?
That was the first Twitter, basically.
ASL.
I remember ASL.
Were you a chat room user at any
More
point?
like an addict.
That's why I have 2 screen names.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why I like those. For me personally, like the Tinder and the OkCupid had always been dangerous because it was like pre-existing addict.
Yeah. So, like, do you have any good chat room stories?
I mean, I probably cyber banged like dozens of guys.
So, okay, this may be weird, but sometimes when I was younger, I used to go in and pretend to be a chick. Is that weird?
I could have cyber banged you
Is that bad?
because you're 7 years younger than me.
You didn't answer. Is that weird? That's weird.
Were
isn't
you
it?
10?
I was young. I was really young. and
How
awkward.
young?
12, maybe 13. Like in between Girls Gone Wild videos on Kaza that
Dude,
we're
what if I
downloading.
cyber banged you?
We may have. You know.
Oh my god!
Did you ever hook up with any 16-year-old females from Florida?
Yeah,
Okay, well,
probably.
there's a chance.
Did you say you were a 16-year-old from Florida?
I think sometimes I did. Not all the time, but I definitely have a memory of at least twice doing that. So it probably happened more than twice.
My dad's friends' kids they got caught in his chat room once because someone did the ASL,
Yeah.
and there's
the
a
old
20.
ASL.
Somebody did 22 and a half. And obviously, only a child would be like a half.
What kind of people still use chat rooms, do you think?
Lonely people. Well, Tinder's a chat room.
Well, there's that's true. Tinder is just like the new socially. Yeah, it's a little bit different than chat room, though. I think.
How?
People are on there for I don't know. People go. I don't know.
Chat rooms are for agenda.
I don't know.
They chat about topics that they're interested in. You know, like
No,
teen sex chat rooms, which existed.
Yeah, but I still don't think it's quite like Tinder. I
The
think
Wild West before Tinder was just like you were just chatting into the void with.
no, because they had
creepy guys.
Match.com and things like
Do
that.
people still use that one as much?
I don't know. Does anybody use Match.com in here?
I see a lot of ads for it on TV.
Okay.
Somebody is.
Somebody is. Like, can you imagine paying for a dating app? I mean, I
Paying
guess.
for my habit. I mean, gambling and drinking. I paid for.
Yeah, and really, dating is just a combination of those two things.
Like with money and like soul, but like I was like, I'm not paying for a dating app.
Yeah. Speaking of drinking,
Yeah.
I can't drink all day anymore.
Oh, you can't?
No. So we'll start. It was a solid day. So let's start at the beginning
Okay.
of my Saturday. We started out at the Michigan State Maryland game. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
excited.
fun, right?
You know, it's we lost at Illinois by a few points. You know, which wasn't good. But we're going into this game. You know, we firm up this game. We've got our spot all set for the tournament.
Yeah.
You know, we'll have
Brunch first.
a first round bye. Before we got to the game, we went to brunch, so
Yes.
everybody wants to know that, I'm sure. So we went to brunch, which was a lot of fun. We had some very good mimosas. Then
Nice.
we went to another bar and realized that we made a mistake by going to the first brunch place, because the second brunch place we went to had bottomless mimosas for $20. And the way they did it is they literally bring you out orange juice and a bottle of champagne and keep bringing you out orange juice.
You just make your own.
It's just I know, sorry that you're a former addict, or is it former addict or are you always an addict?
You're always an addict.
So sorry you're a current addict, but for us non-addicts or
Well, I don't know if I was like alcoholic. I'm not really sure.
yeah, they didn't brand you.
They tried to in the outpatient hospital.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well-
No, and it wasn't for alcohol use or anything. But they're like, oh, it's dual diagnosis. And they're like, how much do you drink? I was like, you're really kind of like forcing this down our throats here.
You feel like they're almost forcing people to believe they have an issue?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Because I was like, well, how much do you fill it out? I was like, how much would you drink? I was like, well, I went out, I'd have like 4 or 5 drinks,
Mhm.
you know?
Yeah.
And like, did you drink? Would you drink all day? I was like, fuck no, no way. That's stupid.
Huh.
Yeah, but I would go out and binge.
So yeah, I definitely drank all day yesterday. At the game, it's a pretty decent game. It's a cool arena. It's like really small, like very very intimate setting.
Yeah.
We're like there's no nosebleeds in that place because it's so tiny. Like it was like slightly larger than a high school auditorium or
cool, man.
not auditorium.
The Xfinity Center.
Yeah, the Xfinity Center in College Park. And so. Close game. Michigan State loses on a buzzer beater.
Yeah,
first buzzer beater I've ever.
Left.
Yeah, first buzzer beater. 1 second left. The first one I've ever seen live.
Yeah.
And like when it happened, I just had that similar to almost getting hit by that biker tonight feeling. I just had like a calm acceptance of the shitty circumstances.
I did too. I was just like, wow, that was a good play. You can't leave Melo Trimble.
Yeah, I watched it. I saw him shoot it right away. I had no doubt by the flight of it. I was like, that is. He nailed that.
As soon as he shot, I knew it was in.
Yeah, so, like, one thing is, as I've gotten older, I've learned to take losses a little better, both in life and sports.
Yeah. I don't know, I saw you scream at the TV a few weeks back.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Fuck
you!
Okay, I've gotten better. I used to break TVs and shit because, I have a hole in my wall from a Detroit Lions Cowboys.
Oh man,
game.
if you're breaking shit over the Lions,
then my whole house should be fucking broken. Fuck the Lions. Oh my god. So like this didn't ruin my day at all. Like so we go to the one bar in College Park. It's called Looney's. Shout out to Looney's.
There's more than one bar.
There was like no bars. It was literally the bar. And outside of it, we're like, we almost didn't go in. We looked at it. It looked like a strip mall. And I'm like, maybe we can. Luckily, we go in. It's a pretty cool place, actually. So we're drinking and whatever. And then, like, so I'm from East Lansing, where anywhere the basketball team goes, it's like an event.
Yeah, definitely.
Here, like, there's a slight whisper from a few people who are, like, complaining. I'm, like, listening. And then they're, like, complaining because the Maryland basketball team's there. They're all douchebags. They're not going to tip. The Maryland college basketball team is like Western Falls. They're a bunch of amateurs.
Western High.
Fuck Western High.
Fuck you, Western High.
Right, Jake?
Right.
Fuck Western High.
Fucking condom users.
He's another member of the Mandingo High debate team. He focuses
Western
on...
High has condom machines.
Yeah, also, he's very calm about not getting his deposit back on his keg.
Oh, you're not getting that shit back, man.
Yeah, the kegger that I talked about like 3 weeks ago on the podcast that I had to leave every 10 minutes because I couldn't be around people because I'm an old man. Yeah. Old man Logan. Oh, yeah, that keg's still on our porch right now. So if you want to tweet us at how much you think the deposit is in the negative balance at this point, go ahead and tweet us at Degenerate Nation.
Yeah, at Degenerate Show.
Degenerate Show, sorry. God, I really need to work on knowing our Twitter handle because people have been complaining about it.
Rate on iTunes. I don't care what the star rating is. Just rate us.
Just anything.
Just give a comment.
Yeah, something. Share it with your friend, your pastor.
Share it with your pastor for sure. So I've been listening to this show. You should listen to it.
Degenerate Nation.
And he comes in like, son, I think you need to make some changes in your life. Okay, but get your hand off my thigh.
Pat.
Oh no, don't it feel so good?
I'm so conflicted about this.
Father Shredder, please. Please, Father. That's it. The Foot Clan is really the clergy. that's the real answer.
Ass Clan.
So yeah, I know we're jumping around a little bit here, but you've listened. If you're listening,
how do you ninja kick with a sore ass?
That's the training. That you eventually learn. So yeah, the basketball team is there. No one gives a fuck. Can you imagine being in East Lansing after a game-winning three-pointer on the last game of the season?
Yeah.
And then them being at like B-dubs and no one even going around to talk to them.
No,
there was no one around them. I walked back to look and like it was just like
no. You'd have 35-year-old men lining up to suck their dicks.
Exactly. No one gave a fuck. Everybody, more people were complaining about what assholes they were and how they didn't want them in there. Like it was so bizarre. And like Maryland has a national championship. Mm-hmm. Like they're a good basketball program, top 25 team, and it's just like that. Like fuck those guys. Fuck Maryland. Like that says something about them that no one wants anything to do with them, and that they're not going to tip. Like they're going to be here forever. They're going to treat us like shit, and then they're going to leave. Like we don't want them here.
Do you think that was probably accurate?
Yeah. Yeah, I think absolutely. Just about everybody else in that bar was cooler than those people.
So they actually came in there and you saw them?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah, exactly.
Did they seem like scumbags?
Yeah, were you not just listening to last?
I listened to the story, but
even listened to me.
I mean, you personally, did you personally feel like they were scumbags? Did you feel like they were scumbags?
Yeah, and I think that they thought their shit didn't stink.
I mean, it didn't stink yesterday. Like,
it smelled
they
pretty.
won the game.
It smelled pretty nice.
The girl at the hostess was like, they told them it was going to be a wait, and they were pissed. And she told us, she goes, I don't fucking care who you are. Like, we're not just going to sit you down at the table.
Right.
Yeah.
We just kick people out. Yeah. It's just So that was the bar. Usually that would be enough for me. One bar. You know, I'm a little bit of a lightweight, so but we decide. We come back, and my neighbors who have the keg on their porch, they decided to drink this Saturday night to mix it up a little bit. So, I decide, why not? We're going to go out with them. We start out at a very nice establishment on 8th Street. Mm-hmm. It's a country club of sorts. So you may have heard of it before, but...
it's a country club?
It's literally got a mini golf course inside it. It's got, shuffleboard. It's got, skee ball. It's got
I don't
alcohol.
know where these bars are when I was
8th Street
out.
Northeast. So, this is the thing about bars now. Is bars have realized that just a bar is not that fun. No. After a certain point. No. You gotta have some auxiliary, activities to be able to do.
Like donkey shows.
Yeah, exactly. Donkey shows. There's no donkey shows at the 8th Street.
Shows.
And for our listeners who don't know what donkey shows are, go ahead and Google that at home. I promise you won't be sorry.
Bang donkey show.
Maybe Bang Mandingo donkey show.
Bang a Mandingo goose show.
Let's hope for the sake of the donkey that Mandingo has not met one.
And the goose just starts squawking.
It would come out at the front of it, like the Mandingo.
Oh no, it's dead.
What do you think of what do you think of this Planet Earth show? Are you familiar with it?
It's scary.
Yeah, it's been real scary. Like the fox chasing the goat.
It's like high def, terror.
Yeah. What is it? Look at this thing go. So
is that a flamingo?
Yeah, I believe that's a flamingo. What a weird animal. And
oh, it fell. Did it break its leg?
Can you imagine?
Is it gonna get fucked? It didn't look like it was gonna get fucked.
Looked a little bit like it was gonna get fucked, didn't it, Jake?
That's one way to interpret what just
happened. I don't want to see a broken leg flamingo get fucked on BBC America.
He was getting paid to just sit out there and film.
Yeah, can you imagine how boring that would be? Like how much, you have to be out here. So whatever this next scene is, that's a little rat thing. Like you're staring at a rock for 2-3 days to get this footage here, but look at this, the amazing footage, the amount of, different angles. It's great podcast talk for me to say, look at this, by the way, right now. So, you're welcome.
Planet Earth,
yeah, see, look at that. Look.
What is that, a geyser?
Oh, my God.
Is it a tornado?
That looks like a wind tornado. A wind tornado. A wind tornado. Wow. I said that twice out loud.
Have you ever been in a tornado?
I've been near some. Growing up in Michigan, it's kind of amazing. It's amazing the amount of damage nature can do, in general, actually. I know that sounds very stupid, and I don't care. I worked with think about it, a flood, how much damage water can do.
Millions of dollars, billions of dollars.
If
there's these fucking flamingos just walking and... What the fuck?
That's how bitches look walking down 8th Street.
Yeah.
Right there.
Well, I look good at night. I'm Instagram this. Ooh, he's gross. I'm not talking to him. But as soon as I go to the bathroom and sit on the toilet and piss in a dirty bar toilet, I'm going to swipe right on guys that are more handsome than these guys in this bar. Oh, he's a lawyer. I'm going to swipe right on him.
Oh, fuck lawyers.
He's got a dog. That could work. For anyone.
Dog pictures do work on Tinder. There's no doubt about it.
I want to see his dog. Don't care about him. Dog. Right. Lawyer.
All right.
Guy who likes flamingos
right,
left.
Let's bring it back in here. Let's.
What are they doing?
They're walking.
Do you think flamingos have orgies?
It looks like it.
I think they do.
Looks like all they do is orgy. The whole.
And what are they looking at?
I know, and why are they looking so stupid?
They're dumb.
They're
Oh man, orgy.
Here comes the flamingo orgy. Look, if you told me ahead of time that there would be a flamingo orgy, I'd be so down for watching
Also,
this
it
stuff.
always makes me feel good when we come to a point in the podcast where we have figured out the title for the episode.
Talk about animals banging.
Flamingo Orgy.
What do they sound like? Look it up.
Hold on. Well, they sound like a British band.
British gentlemen.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna turn this off before we get booted from iTunes.
Do they fly?
I don't think flamingos. Maybe those weren't flamingos. You know what? Everybody, disregard that. That may not. They may have just been dumb pink birds. Because I'm pretty sure flamingos are known not to be able to fly.
I want to go to online college to take a class about flamingos.
Have you ever listened
Flamingo
to
sexual histories.
Yeah. Have you ever met someone who's gone to any of these online colleges ever?
No.
Like, who are these people and what are they learning to do?
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Would you trust if your doctor was like, I went to Independence University? Since 1891?
No way.
That's a lie. That's just a lie. Like that, no one's.
All right, online colleges are the gas station subways of the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Of education.
Yeah.
Subway's already okay.
So Subway is like your community college.
Yeah, and then you
college
go in
is like your nice
gas
like
station. Yeah.
And then college is like your nice like,
it's like
mom and pop
inside a gas station.
No, I can get on board with that. So, anyways, this is a long story, almost as long as how long I was at the bar for.
Yeah.
So afterwards, we get to the country club, and we're having a great time there. I particularly realize when I'm having the best time, though, and it's when I would go up to random people with this other person who I had met this other person one other time. So,
Yeah.
and we just would start to, for lack of a better term, berate each other in front of groups of people. And so this girl, she's not a bad looking girl, and I'm not a good looking guy. So
yeah, you're hideous.
I'm medium at best.
A medium.
So, but I have a great personality. It just doesn't come through. But anyway, so she starts like yelling like about how I'm her boyfriend, and I'm yelling about how I want nothing to do with her.
Yeah.
And the looks on people's faces as they look behind and see the two of us and who was having the argument with who, it was just such wonderment and like confusion on people's faces.
Yeah.
And we would just go from like group of people to group of people doing this. It was by far the best part of the night though, because I was improvising. I didn't have to like worry like no social anxieties or anything. Like it was all completely gone. Mm-hmm. I didn't have to worry about like coming up with the next thing to say to this person, who, like some person who I like, you know, didn't.
Were
have
you
much
also
to talk
drunk
about.
too?
I was wasted.
Oh god, that's the best.
And like I was.
If you're
wasted.
doing improv, if you like doing stuff like, don't ever give up drinking like I did.
Oh my god, it
no,
fueled
do it,
my
do
improv
it.
so much. It really did. And
oh yeah.
The best part was, it's not like before this happened, I talked to this girl and was like, we're gonna go up to a bunch of people and make them nervous. We're gonna go up to a bunch of people and. We literally just both were yelling what was on the top of our head, the worst shit possible, and making people so uncomfortable. Which
what
is
was
easy
some of the
enough
stuff
to
you're
do.
yelling?
Just yelling about how terrible the sex was with her, and like how much I regretted it. You know, like just like I don't even know, it was so off the cuff and like ridiculous.
Your Nuva ring was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, just like whatever. Like and it's probably not.
I hate it.
I'm now realizing talking about it, it's probably not coming across as well, but it was seriously just really made me realize that's how I can have fun going out, because I really sometimes don't have that much fun going out to the bar after a little bit. I get bored, I get a little bit uncomfortable, and that leads to the second part. So that was towards midnight. You know, about 1 o'clock we head back towards the local dive bar.
Yeah.
And I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm getting a little bit cranky. And, like, everybody, like, kind of, you know, is drunk at this point and, you know, having, you know, whatever, having a good time. Mm-hmm. And, like, I'm getting to a point where I'm just kind of over it a little bit and, you know, not exactly in my right mind because I'm hammered, but I'm also getting a little bit annoyed, a little bit grouchy or whatever, mm-hmm. and like just like realizing like I have been out all day. This is like so much for me, and
like
I don't
14
do this.
hours of drinking.
Yeah.
Do you drink at the game too?
A little bit at the game.
Yeah.
I had like a beer, 2 beers. So yeah, a little bit at the game. It's just like towards the end of the night, like, well, you know, a lot of people were like having fun. Like no one wanted to be around like the guy who looks like kind of pissed and annoyed at like 1:30 in the morning. Like,
no one wants to be.
Yeah.
The guys that fight outside of bars.
I wasn't in like a fighting mood or anything. I was just like a little bit, you know, like it was just exhausting towards the end of the night. Like a little bit, man. I'm just not the biggest. Going out just kind of exhausts me after a while.
I remember the last time I day drank, like from a brunch onward into like the wee hours of the morning, basically, or like 2:00. I ended up talking, like, we were talking to these girls, and we were talking about how Bud Light is like the blood of Jesus.
Obviously,
and then and we were pretending to be really religious at first, and they were like, "Oh, interesting."
Oh,
like,
pretending to be something going on. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, and my friend and I did, and then we just at some point just started chanting, "Blood of Jesus, amen. Bud Light, amen. Blood of Jesus, amen, amen." Just chanting this in a bar, like, loudly.
And what happened? Did you get all these girls' numbers?
No, but we probably could have.
Yeah.
They were just like, wait, are these guys for real? I'm kind of interested.
Yeah.
But I was just like, no, thank you.
Yeah, so that was a form of improv, musical improv.
Oh, I always do shit like
that.
I mean, I don't go out anymore, really.
So now, like, for the first time in a long time, I'm looking forward to going out again.
I'm in
DC, so you can come out with us. You can get some club sodas with limes in them, so no one asks you any questions.
Yeah.
And then you have your gin
and act
tonic.
like a fucking weirdo. I'm in for that.
Yeah, you don't need. Yeah, exactly. And like you can be our menage a trois partner.
At this point, I feel like I might be willing to go up to anybody and say whatever.
Yeah, and so it was just seeing the point where we would break these random strangers.
Yeah, I want to break them.
Oh my god, it was so funny. Like they would mentally get to the point where they're like, I literally don't know why they're doing this and what is going on. Are they for real? And if they're not, why are they pretending to? Oh, it was so much fun.
I got 2 extreme examples of when I did that.
Go on.
So one, there's a girl that came up to a friend of mine and me, and I was like, I'm just hanging out with my friend. I didn't find the person terribly attractive, and so I wasn't in the mood to,
put an effort in.
Yeah, put an effort in and talk to somebody I didn't really feel like giving a shit about. But I'm really not rude about stuff like that because I don't get approached as much as a guy as obviously women do all the time, But it wasn't someone I would naturally be drawn to. And so rather than just kind of blow her off or have, a couple random minutes of conversation about shit I didn't care about, minutes I could never get back, never get those minutes back.
She's right
including
away. All these minutes on this podcast.
She's like,
sorry, everybody.
She's like, what do you? So she gets into like within a couple seconds, probably or a minute. So how's it going? Good. Oh yeah. Oh, so what do you do? What do you do? I was like, oh well, we do porn.
Yes.
Still, but mostly still photography. So most,
still
stills.
Photo porn.
Still photo porn.
Like a flip, like a
mostly
flip
stills.
Like a flip book.
Mostly stills. Yeah. And she's like, she gives us this look like, wait, maybe
is she
they're
holding
serious.
her head like you are right now?
No, she was like, she stood there and was listening. I was like, yeah.
Was she trying to act like she was cool with it as you were saying it?
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, but it's not, we don't really find it that fulfilling. And she's like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, we're trying to actually branch out into community gardening.
So you're going from one form of plowing to another.
Yeah.
Turning in one hoe for another.
So, and then she just kind of like, okay, and then she kind of walked away. But it didn't dawn on me till maybe a couple weeks ago that was actually worse than just like shooting the person down, because we made in my mind I was like taking the easy, like letting her down easy by saying weird shit, so she rejected me.
Yeah.
But she probably was like, this guy was just messing with me, and probably felt worse.
Oh, she probably didn't. Hopefully she didn't think about it at all, but maybe she did. But
she probably thought about it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you can't have your improv come from that. You have to have your improv come from a nice place. Our improv was coming from, we wanted to give every single group of people that we harassed A
story.
to tell.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a
that.
story to tell. I talked to this guy, and he said he was in porn.
Yeah. If she doesn't realize that you were just fucking, even if she was, she'll just be confused why you were fucking with her. Like, what was your second example?
Oh, the second. So I don't know. I don't think you knew me when I did eagle cries and bird cries because I don't drink anymore.
Yeah, I didn't know you during your bird phase.
Or have much spirit
Andy
left.
Birdman.
Yeah, no, I got a name Birdman in LA because this is what happens when you day drink every Saturday and like 8, 9 in the morning because the football game starts at
the West Coast.
Yeah, the West Coast game start at like.
I hear it's the best
9,
coast.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool.
I haven't been out.
9 a.m. and so I'm already drunk by like 9:30, 9:45, and so we would like get a first down or a touchdown. I'd be like,
You still got it.
Sports, but I still got it.
That was beautiful.
So we
I feel like we were in Planet Earth.
Yeah, I went out for that's the flamingo getting butt fucked right into climax.
Is there any other way?
And his legs up, and he's taking it. Flamingo's legs are up like this.
Oh, he does it missionary style.
Yeah.
In the butt. Wow, he's a lady.
Yeah.
Or
So I did stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a friend of mine just started calling me Birdman. So that was fun. And so I kept this type of behavior in my repertoire when I came back to this decidedly less Birdman-y place of the DC area.
So much less Birdman.
Oh my god. There's
less dreamers.
There's less
everything.
There's some idealists that get hammered down very quickly, but there are a lot. There really aren't any true dreamers.
Yeah, yeah.
None.
No Birdman here.
No Birdman.
No.
I was the dodo bird, man. Just not bound to be extinct. But so I was a bar with a friend of mine. We went out for probably like 6-7 hours. The happy hour that would just extend beyond reason. And we go to this bar, Whitlow's in Arlington, at like 12:30 or something. And there was this African girl, or looked like she was, by virtue of her just not talking, she seemed like she wasn't really down with the English.
Okay.
And so we just
silent African.
And
night.
she was just hovering around my friend. He was a very handsome black man. Very handsome.
Is there any other kind?
No, there aren't. And she's hovering around him like this. She's just like creeping
she's walking over. Like,
she's like walking almost in circles, just like looking at him.
Like a vulture.
Yeah, like fucking
prey.
vulture waiting for this guy to get plugged. And so when we left, I started pretending to chase him with my fake blow dart, and I would go like this is how it felt like she was hunting him. And he would take the fake blow dart and go in his neck. And we did that a couple times, and then I started going after him with like the bird noise, like and this one guy comes up and he's like, "Man, you sound like a gay eagle." And so
he got you,
got me. And so very quickly I was like, "Yeah, well, yeah, I'm gay. I mean, I fucked your father."
Nice.
Yeah, like that quick.
So, like, I was thinking about the insult motherfucker.
Okay.
How, like, that's like.
Oh, he later punched me.
He later punched you.
He was very small, and I saw it coming, so it didn't hurt.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about the term motherfucker earlier today, and how like that's like supposedly like one of the worst things you can call somebody is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another name for a motherfucker is dad.
Not in a lot of marriages.
Think about that. It's kind of weird.
Oh, I mean, they did at some point.
Yeah, it's like the ultimate insult. It's like because like mothers like in most people's mothers in everybody's life. It's like, there's like a special place for a mother, but
yeah,
most people when they talk about their father, they're like, he was all right. Now I get it. We have our listeners out there who love their fathers. So like before all our listeners tweet and say, "I love my father," I'm saying in general. So it's kind of interesting that one of the most insulting terms you can have for someone is motherfucker. And another name for that is dad.
It is.
So you can just go out. So when you're out at the bar and or wherever, and you don't feel like causing confrontation, just be like, stop being such a dad.
How about you just say dad fucker? Guys.
Well, that's
you dad fucker.
I've never heard that one.
Yeah. father fucker.
Just a thought. I wonder if that has anything to do with why that's an insult.
No,
The guy who originated the term motherfucker really hated his dad.
Yeah.
So he's like, the worst thing I can call you is someone who fucks my mother. Just like my dad.
I hate how he fucks her.
So I'm just
I don't like the way he fucks her.
So I'm just like when I start to see people from now on that I don't like, I'm not going to be like, you motherfucker. I'm just going to be like, you dad.
I mean, the guy got so upset the way because he was drunk, and he went to this confused, angry state, immediately.
Yeah.
Because it was just so I made him feel like a homophobe and somebody that is defending his father's honor at the same time.
Wow.
No, my fault. What? No.
Yeah, and then they have to. Then they punch you, and then.
And you can call me gay again, and it was just like, well, yeah, I sucked your dad's dick. Of course, I'm gay. Absolutely. You can't say that you just try to punch somebody. Mm-hmm. And then I took it a step further, unfortunately.
That's fine.
And he comes rushing over to me. I'm like, okay, this guy's gonna punch me. I understand this. Instead of being like, hey, look, man, let's just forget about that.
Yeah.
He's just getting upset, and I was just like, hey, man. I was like, and I think I touched his arm too. I was like, why don't you jump in front of the cab?
Jesus.
Yeah. And I was like, well, there's one. Oh, there's one. You're missing all these cabs you could jump in front of. All these opportunities. Yeah, all those opportunities. And then I was like, oh, no. That street sweeper right there. That would be better. And that's when he turns around and tries to punch me.
He was a little guy?
Yeah, he was a little guy.
The little guy's got the little fused tempers.
Not a midget.
You know.
Can you imagine a midget jump punching you after, knocking you out after you said that you fucked his father?
Just jumping up comically, high.
This midget's 6'4" father that I fucked.
I really can't imagine that at all.
So this little midget go, hi-ya! Yeah! With a little noise too.
Do you have anything to share with us tonight, Andy?
Oh, writing?
Yeah.
Oh, let me.
Let's we're gonna enter the beat poetry section of the podcast.
Let me see if I can fire something out.
We are in a transition phase. Not that there's anything.
We are pro-trans. Is everyone in this room for pro-trans?
Anybody against trans in here? Nope. We're all pro-trans in here. Right? Jake's staying pretty quiet over here. I think Jake's a little
He's a nega-transy.
Oh my god.
What is that? Alright, so this one is called To My Furry.
Okay, To My Furry it's an Andy original.
Yes, it is. Okay. You were my favorite furry, my lover, my friend. But now you won't even speak to me. I hate this. Your cold silence echoes in my head. I can change this. No. False hope. Slapped a restraining order on me. Was that really necessary? I would never attack you again, I promise. Please, baby, let me back into your heart, your life, your world. Me in my lion suit, you the hyena. Your raucous laughter turned to screams as I bore my bicuspids and bit through plush, straight down into the shoulder blades. I clawed through the breast of your suit with my sharpened nails, tearing the stuffing out with animalistic avarice. Fuzz falling. I felt you tremble with fear, your lust evaporating. My jovial submissive no more, you became my prey. Chest now exposed, faux fur scattered everywhere, I bit into your breast, nearly dismembering your nipple. The sudden taste of your flesh triggered me. I felt a beastly rage within me as I ripped through your tattered suit, entrails of fuzz blanketing your twin bed. Lions don't acknowledge safe words. Yours is regurgitate. You shouted it over and over, but I kept clawing, biting. Regurgitate! Fuck you, no. I felt compelled to chow down on your filthy hyena hole, but I resisted. Let my want fall short of need. You're lucky. I would have prolapsed you beyond repair. I never intended to hurt you, my sweet baby. We met on FetLife. Me tired of the online search for connection and conquest. You too pert and pure to pass up. I stitched my lion suit by hand. I wanted this to be special. It was special, wasn't it, baby? if just for a moment, before I vanish into my role, hungry lion on the hunt, ghost in the darkness, rip, chew, fuck flesh. Please forgive me, sweets. I'll do anything to bury myself deep within the flanks of your fur again. I'd even flip roles, let you dominate me, humiliate me, mock me, cuckold me with a tiger, beautiful stripes, young, so young. I have a feverish need to be with you, my transcendent furry. I'll do anything, baby. Please, please drop the restraining order and let me invade your soul. I'm watching you.
Good job, buddy. That was excellent. When's that from?
I don't know, like a year ago, maybe?
Yeah.
No, last summer, I think.
Is that one that you're considering for this book?
Oh, no, the book is all about these hybrid creatures.
All right.
Yeah.
And you finished drawing for one of them today?
I did.
Yeah. And I won't talk about it anymore.
Yeah, I can't show the because it's not. I don't have exclusive rights to it. Let me see if I got one other fucking weirdo story on there. Yeah, continue.
So what did that mean to you? What were you trying to convey in that?
I just thought about furries and I was like, I think I should do something with furries.
What are furries for our listeners who aren't?
A furry is when you put on a plush costume and fuck each other.
Okay. So everybody should have known that, needless to say, but just for our...
If you don't know what a furry is, you probably haven't listened before.
Yeah, you're probably not going to listen now.
Oh, I got one about poop.
Oh, okay.
This is called I'm Sorry I Sent You a Picture of My Poop.
All right.
This is based on a true story.
Oh, okay, I'm intrigued already.
Name redacted here.
Oh, that's...
I am sorry that I sent you a picture of my poop. Will you still be my friend? I thought you would enjoy a selfie of my sloppy stool, but unbeknownst to me, you have matured. Please do not rescind our friendship, a bourbon-soaked friendship forged in lechery, deceit, and riffing about butt stuff. You've kept my holy secrets. You cured me of my clitoral ignorance. You held my pubic hair back when I barfed from too much drink. You taught me how to boof. Was our companionship not rooted in more than degenerate tendencies and frank referendums on our emergency excretions? You don't want my poop, but tell me you still need my love. We ate pretzel crisps from the same trash can. We went halvesies on Plan B. We bought matching negligees for our unrequited loves. I made you trolls out of construction paper when you were cuckolded. Our safe word is adamantium. Are we not brothers? You are a man now. You didn't want my human waste to pop up at work on your Facebook Messenger. I understand that now, but you were growing up so fast. I was petrified that you were leaving me in the dust, so I provided the impetus, an impulsive exercise in self-loathing. Look at my shit. I am shit. I stand naked before you, desperate for redemption. What do I need to do to get back in your good graces? I'll shave the hair on your back with a lady bick, thankless work, to re-enter your inner circle. I'll grow my toenails out until they become weaponized. I'll eat out a shark. I'll do whatever it takes, friend, so pretty please forgive me. Love, Toodlepines O'Shaughnessy.
Oh my god. That was so good.
Thank you.
That was... Yes, snaps up for that. Holy shit. Wow. Holy shit, and no pun intended on that. Holy shit, but...
I mean, I sent a picture of my poop from a temp job.
Yeah.
And the temp job was, like, testing out body scanners for, like, bomb equipment. If people were doing, like, having, like, bomb vests and stuff.
Okay.
And so, like, on a break, I went and took a shit. And I was like, wow, that's a pretty good shit. And I took a picture, and I sent it to a group thread.
Nice.
I don't know why I did that.
No? Did you put, like, a message attached to it, or is this your shit?
Just no shit.
My friend Frank, he Snapchats every shit he takes. And
every single one?
Every single one. Sometimes he's Snapchatting 3 or 4 shits a day.
Oh my god, that's a lot.
Like, which really, I hardly do that in a week sometimes. Like, yeah, that's a personal problem, probably. But
you don't even shit that many times? What do you eat? How many diuretics are you...
Yeah, I probably should shit more than I do.
You gotta shit a lot more than that.
I don't shit every day.
I love pooping.
Do you shit every day?
Yeah.
Like, no question every day.
Oh, yeah.
Do you shit every day?
I think.
I shit almost every day.
Shitting is vital.
I know. There's some days I don't shit, and I feel like I eat, and I'm like, where is it going?
Where is? And you're not fat.
Thank you.
We're body positive.
I suck in a lot. No.
But it's not like your shit is just like expanding inside of your tummy.
That's what I'm saying.
You don't look like you're pregnant with 9 months of shit.
Thank you.
You're
I'd
very
like to
welcome.
think so too. This drug poncho is really slimming.
The drug poncho.
My drug rug. It's really slimming. They call us a drug rug because no one who doesn't do drugs wears this. There's not any sober person who wears this. Not at all. But that's okay.
You look like a coyote.
Yeah, that's,
you look like the coyote that needs GPS.
Thanks.
Yeah. I don't know where I'm going, guys. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, so I almost shit every day, but no, I don't shit every day. Do you ever piss and it smells like chicken broth?
Oh, yeah.
How weird is that? And when you haven't had chicken broth?
I don't know.
My last pee today smelled like chicken broth. I have not had chicken broth.
17% of store-brand chicken broths have urine in them?
Is that true?
Yeah.
How do you know that stat?
I just know it, man.
Okay.
I was a tester of broth. Like food testers? I did broth, and they're like, do you think this had pee in it or not?
No, they didn't.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, man. I've done it all.
They asked that?
Yeah, dude.
Get the
That was
fuck
one of the
out of
questions.
here. No way.
Did it taste of the following? And then one of the things was urine. And then afterwards, they told us the cans. They told us the results. And like, this one has urine. This did not. Sample B had urine.
Wait, so if I go to the store and get chicken broth right now,
Yeah.
there's a 20% chance I'm
And
going to
even
figure.
urine. Yeah.
I don't know if that's a risk I'm
That-
willing to take.
God.
It's clean human urine, though. It's
Oh,
healthy
Logan topped the box office with $85.3 million, which is very impressive for an R movie.
for our movie. Wow.
Yeah, it's really impressive. Sorry, back to urine broth.
soup. Urine broth.
Yeah, that's urine luck. You know when you urinate that you're excreting urine molecules into your mouth as you pee?
Really?
Yep.
I might do that anyways because I keep my mouth open and I have a high splashback ratio. So I pee.
You had a brother growing up, right?
I did.
So did you guys sword fight?
No, we were 4 years apart.
So me and my brother were 4 years apart too.
Well, I don't know. It'd be like a slightly... At some point,
You'd
it'd be
feel
like a
inadequate?
slightly, like, teenage dick against a preteen dick.
That's true. I felt like well
'Cause
into my
isn't that-
teenage
is
years
that
I had a
creepier?
preteen dick.
Oh,
Is that
yeah.
weird?
I thought I had a small dick. I don't, but...
Oh wow! Look at the little humble brag by Andy there. Just like sliding that in, just in case you're
I
wondering.
don't slide it in anymore, but...
Until I had sex, before I had sex, I was terrified that I had like the smallest dick in the world.
Yeah.
I was terrified of that.
Yeah. Sexual fear of men needs to be treated.
Absolutely, I agree.
People are so afraid.
Yep.
Like, was that good enough? We're like, we're human beings.
And I'm supposed to know what I'm doing the entire time from the beginning, and
Yeah.
never have any doubts or nerves or anything. I'm supposed to just
always know when to
get
fuck.
in control.
How
know
long.
how long, not too long. Because have you? Okay, this is a very specific situation,
Yeah.
but I had a situation with a really attractive gal once, and one time, and it
Yeah.
and like I had happened to have cleared the pipes out a few times earlier in the day. A few times too many, I think.
Yeah.
I had nothing left, and so I'm having sex with this girl, and she actually like got upset afterwards that it took too long. Like I took too long. She felt insulted. No, she felt insulted. She felt that she wasn't attractive, and that's why I literally was just out. And I'm like,
yeah. I run out of cum.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say. So
I donated it.
It was a one and done type of
to
thing.
a charity, not a sperm bank.
Yeah, but she was so self obsessed that she was like, because it took so long, I'm not attractive, and that's why it took so long.
Yeah.
I was like, and then if you don't take long enough, it's like I don't know what the sweet spot is anymore. I still don't.
Do you want to start an international charity for like cum?
That's a good spot to end the podcast tonight, Andy.
Yeah.
All right.
No, but you know what I mean by it?
No.
So, like, you know how there's sperm banks in America? And you know how we adopt foreign kids, too? But why not? Aren't there women in other countries that want to get pregnant?
This is not a good idea. All right. Good
How
night.
How
Good
long,
night, everyone.
How long can you transport? Like, how long can it stay frozen for?
I think a really long time.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you
mean,
can
I
just
know.
lie
I know women's eggs like stay frozen for 15 to 20 years.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't think it's any different.
So why would that be helpful though?
And what if they can't get pregnant? Why should these
He's saying-
services
he's
only
saying-
be available to rich Americans?
Yeah, he's saying like overseas and different countries.
I don't know. This seems. I don't think the Degenerate Show needs to get affiliated with this.
And don't you think?
The world of cum.
Don't you think that they deserve the same privileges that these wealthy people that want a designer baby that won't take someone that's under 6 foot with a certain education level? What are these people that's like, dude, I want a kid, and they're willing to pay less, or we donate? Would you be willing to sign up for an organization like that?
No.
Either to be a sperm pilot, or
I'll
to
be a sperm pilot.
To be a sperm pilot?
I mean, like, am I responsible for these kids?
No, we don't have to take care of them.
Okay, yeah,
That's
I'm
their-
all in. That's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'll
It's
pass
just-
on my shitty genes to some
Yeah,
kids.
exactly. And so if they're
Are
inherently
you
less
like? Are
picky
you
about
looking
it.
for like the Honda Civic of cum rather?
Yeah,
than,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm your man. Like, I'm a Chevy Cavalier with manual windows.
Yeah, you gotta. My jeans, you gotta roll it up.
Yeah, and the back windows that are stuck halfway down.
Why is it stuck? I don't know. It's just...
I never lock the doors either.
Yeah.
But no one's gonna steal
No one's gonna
anything.
take this car.
Yeah, this is unlocked all the time. So please, I'm begging to be stolen. Actually.
So I just convinced you to be for this organization.
Yeah. Actually, I realized I'm like the perfect man for. I was made for this.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess let's do it.
Yeah,
It's called International Cum.
International
For
civic,
now, I mean-
International Civic Cum.
International Civic Cum.
Honda Cum. All right.
All right,
Good night,
bye.
everybody.